Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander. I'm here to host our show, Life After Happiness. Today, we have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi. And now, we have my co-host, Barbara, should be on soon. We're going to try to see if where she is. But we have a returning guest, Tessa and Thomas. Are you there, Tessa?
Yeah, I'm here. Hey, how's it going?
Going good. We basically, since you were last on, we've had some interesting people on, and we had one lady. I think it was after her dog died. She took a picture of the sky, and there was something about the dog appearing in the clouds. Do you know what I'm talking about, Kelly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, has that ever happened? Have you ever ran into anything like that?
I've seen all kinds of awesome stuff in the sky as far as cloud formations and such. One in particular that I saw looked like a friend of ours, the one that basically brought me out of the paranormal closet, Dylan Redwine, when he went missing. I saw one that looked like him. But yeah, I've been a sky watcher for a very long time.
Wow.
What I've actually heard of a case where a guy had a telephone that you can use to talk to the dead, and I mean a literal telephone. Have you ever heard of that?
I saw that online. I haven't heard any reviews on it, but I know, I believe it was Edison who first created a phone to talk to the dead, but that's pretty amazing if they do actually have that technology.
The thing is, though, I mean, how do you trace the call?
Right?
I mean, you can't, it's like, well, I just got this phone call from this person who says he's my dead uncle. Can you trace the call? I mean,
hopefully it doesn't go back to 666.
Well, I mean, if it's a bad person, then yeah, I mean, it's. But there was two Twilight Zone episodes based on that. There were two Twilight Zone episodes based on that.
Yeah, I remember.
I mean,
it was with an older lady, and she kept receiving this call, and she didn't know who it was. And then when she finally realized who it was her husband. And by that time, he's like, "Okay, I'll leave you alone." And she's like, "No." And so then she was waiting for that call forever.
The other one was about the boy. The other one was about the boy, and I left the message to Barbara. I wonder where she is. Have you heard from Barbara on Facebook today, Kelly?
No, I wasn't on her page, but I didn't see her in any of the chats. So I'll just, it's probably safe to assume she's in the middle of her move again, Things keep happening.
My guess is that, if I had to guess, they have not installed her internet or something. I don't know. Or maybe maybe there's no signal for her cell phone yet or something. I don't know. Or I don't know. That could be possible. But, I mean, she obviously must know we have a show. Have you, I think I told you about Barbara. Apparently, somebody, apparently according to one of our psychics, got pushed down the stairs by, did I tell you, remember me telling you about that?
Yeah, you were telling me a bit about that earlier, and Barb was going to fill me in on the show, and it reminded me of when I lived in Tween Lakes, which is between Durango and Bayfield, and we had some ghosts there, and my daughter was sleeping in the room where they basically dwelled, and It was the weirdest thing. She was only 2 or 3 years old, and she would insist on having all the lights off in her room when she went to bed, the door closed, and that we be very quiet. And we asked her, what's going on? Like, why do we need to be quiet? And she's like, well, baby E is sleeping, and if baby E wakes up, mommy E will get mad. And we're like, okay, well, why are they called baby E and mommy E? And she said, because that's the sound they make, E. And so that was creepy. And during the winter, it's in an A-frame, so you would see the large boards in between each room from the outside of the structure, each room kind of frozen over with snow. Hers, even after all the snow melted off the rest of them, would still stay frozen. So it was especially cold. It actually opened our bedroom door once. We heard the doorknob jiggling, and then it cracked open, and then we heard the release of the doorknob, and we're like, come in, Kinsey, and we didn't hear anything. So I got up really quick, went to the door. She wasn't there, ran downstairs because we had moved her downstairs at this point, and she was asleep. She had gone upstairs to grab something one night, and we're downstairs watching movies, and then all of a sudden, you see Kinsey cartwheeling, not touching the stairs, but above the stairs, cartwheeling through the air, and she hit the bottom of the stairs. Of course, we took her to the hospital, and she's like, Mom, why'd you push me? And I was like, I did not push you. I was downstairs watching a movie. So I guess it was Mommy E who had pushed her down the stairs, but shortly after that, we moved out. So I do believe it's possible for entities to make contact with us, physical contact, and harm.
Why don't you kind of tell us, Kelly, can you fill us in kind of what happened with Barbara?
What?
Can you kind of fill her in on what happened with Barbara?
Oh, well, she's very athletic, so it was very strange that she would fall down a flight of stairs. She's been like a ballroom dancer and won like championships and everything. So, tripping and falling is not something she would do. And one of the psychics said it felt like she was pushed by a jealous female entity that was in that house that she was visiting a friend at in Mexico. And so that was the only way they could really make sense of it. And the way that she fell, I mean, she is lucky to be alive. I mean, she fell off the side of the staircase, landed on, like, the floor with her table, the table was there, and she sliced her leg on it. And she hit, like, everywhere, and she, like, cracked ribs and everything. And so it's pretty amazing that, she's recovering like she has, as fast as she's been able to. But that's probably because she was so athletic. But, just any other way she could have landed, it could have snapped her neck, it could have broken, more bones, it could have killed her. So, that was pretty amazing in itself. And, I mean, it doesn't make sense how this would happen. But, like I said, somebody thought she was pushed. Are you picking up anything about that, Tessa?
Like I said, I do believe it's completely possible. I mean, we've heard in the past from people, it's just spirits, they can't harm you. But I do believe that, there's different varieties and different strengths of spirits. And, you said she was in Mexico?
She was visiting someone in Mexico.
Yeah, perhaps it was a spirit there that wasn't taking kindly to her, being foreign and whatnot, and who knows if it was relation to the person she was visiting.
Oh,
it's pretty scary. Yeah, I'm glad that she's
And by the way,
okay,
I should also
like
add
that.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's really good that she's okay. I mean, it's been a hard road.
Sorry, go on.
Well, yeah, it's been a hard road for her because she's never gone through anything like that before. But, wonderful things happened along the way, and, the show is one of them, that she said. So, it's kind of like, giving her a left turn in life, but, it kind of set her on a better path. So, I find sometimes those things are kind of a weird blessing in disguise because they totally make us dead stop what we're doing and refocus.
And I should also add, we have a caller, and it's one of our regulars. It's Christopher. Can I put him on the phone?
Yeah, if that's all right with Tessa.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right.
Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
Christopher.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Christopher,
Hello.
Hey.
Hey,
how's
how are
life
you?
treating you today?
Very well. I'm no longer having bad dreams. Dreamed last night of in the future, actually. It was nice.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
And today I woke up to bad companies. Feel like making love.
That's a good song.
Yeah, I remember that album.
Yeah. So I heard you helped out, Christopher. Is that something you guys want to talk about on the air or not?
Sure,
What?
Christopher, she was talking about how I had helped you out. Did you want to fill everybody in on that? How I was able
Yeah, I'd
to
like
help you?
to, because this led to my dream last night, finally. This would actually make sense. I would love to.
Thank you.
A couple nights before I had Vanessa Orr's reading, and during that night, during the reading, I kept being attacked, like I was being threatened, like we will come to get you. It got so bad I had to, and somehow Tessa knew I was in trouble. She intervened, sent me love and light, and I now talk to her anytime that I have issues. I can't believe it. She helped me get past being attacked.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm so glad I was able to help. Sometimes being so far away, you feel helpless, but I'm glad that, sending you love and light and giving you different things to do, to counteract that negative entity was able to help you. Because I know you were going through a lot, not only losing your mom, but having this entity, attacking you.
And come to find out on your show this weekend, reason why I was attacked, because I was correct, my research. It didn't want me to get connected with that side of my family.
Oh.
I think another thing is losing someone, especially, your mom, puts you in a vulnerable situation, and it makes it, more of a place that they want to come in and take a stronghold, and, just always remember you're stronger than these entities, and they really don't have anything on what you have,
That night when I called in to Love, Laughter, and Happiness, and when I was told about Britain being my home, that night, yes, I think I told you I had an explosion in my house.
Wow.
Yeah, soap bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You might be able to hear it in the blog talk stream, the replay, the loud thud.
Wow. I think I
it
did.
is really
I wonder if
weird.
someone was that.
It's sort of funny because I was going to say something. We've noticed a lot of upload problems in the past couple of days. Am I right, Kelly? And
Yeah.
it's like shows that take forever to upload. I mean, like I've had to put in what do you call it, tickets, support tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And usually shows that like get uploaded, what will happen is that we do a show, and then I think probably anywhere between 10 minutes to an hour later you can see it and listen to it. But not this past couple of days. I mean, this past couple of days I've had to. It's been like I had to, it took a few days to get it to upload. And
Wow.
I'm wondering if something's trying to interfere because of the information that we're able to pass to everyone out there. And maybe it doesn't.
I think so. And I remember a few months back getting attacked, and this attack tried to separate me and Tessa's relationship.
Oh.
And it got a couple of people really nasty to me, and that caused a domino effect. It tried to sever me from good connections, and so I know something doesn't. It really clarified to me on that night during Vanessa's show. Something did not want me to have that information, and now I finally got it, and things have changed since then.
Oh, good. Yes.
One of our guests, Gretchen, she did the same research I did, and she's a professional at this. And I've been talking to her since, and what's really weird, I was able to fill in a lot more gaps. Yeah, even that guy I look like, he's related to me.
Wow.
Albert?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's related. That's why he looks like me. He's not a doppelganger. He's a true family member.
Wow.
I just sent Jonathan a picture. I keep my studio locked so my teenagers don't get in here and just, mess with my computers or take whatever they want. And I came in to find my pens are usually beside my laptop, and I have my water sitting behind it. Well, I came in to find my pens in a weird design on top of the laptop and the water bottle upside down. I've also, like you said, Jonathan, had tech issues in here. When I've been on other interviews, the person thought I was playing music, which I didn't have music playing at the time. People have seen orbs in here on my live videos. I also do Periscope. And this last weekend, a person watching was seeing orbs as well as a shadow person standing in the back corner. So that was pretty freaky. But I think you're on to something there, Kelly, with, we're trying to educate people on basically, the spirit world and all kinds of other things that go along with the paranormal and the supernatural, and they really don't want that to happen. And so I think they are trying to interfere. I mean, that's the only thing that I could figure out is going on here. Did you get that picture, Jonathan?
Yes, I got that picture, and I should also let you know we have another regular reading on the line. So stay on, Christopher, but I'm going to put on Sandy, okay? Sandy, you there?
I'm here.
Hey,
hi.
hi.
Have you been listening?
I have been listening, yes, I haven't.
What do you think about everything?
Honestly, I think she's right. She's right so far, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like,
often find
go on, what you're saying.
I often find when searching for the truth and getting close that all of a sudden obstacles appear or just weird things happen. And I think, talking to friends that, they're either spiritual or religious or whatever, if you're religious and you believe in, this, I personally do, but I don't assume everybody does. The devil likes to step in and cause trouble when he knows he's about to lose you. Like there's no way he can gain power over you. So it's like a last-ditch effort. He's going to really pull all the stops to try to get you not to defeat him or learn something that he doesn't want you to. That's, because God and the light is more powerful than the devil. However, if he can win you somehow, whether it's through fear or, persuading you not to take a certain course in life or, whatever, go down a different path to avoid a bunch of stuff like trials, then he's won. Because you're not getting closer to the truth, you're not getting closer to the light, you're not ascending, you're not, doing the plan that the universe and God has for you. If you're like going, whoa, there's too many obstacles this way, no way, I'm not doing this, then you're not going, the path that you necessarily should be going, because it would lead you to the truth. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I think I explained it kind of overcomplicated, but that's kind of where my brain is right now. I'm on meds. Yeah, I'm on Flexeril.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay, good, because it's like I want to say it, and then I go in a circle, and it's just like, okay, that's how my brain's working today. I can't simplify it. So I'm glad you're picking up what I'm putting down. So, Sandy, have you had any of these kinds of experiences?
Actually, I really did yesterday. I think it's like somebody's talking to me. Like I asked for something, and I didn't ask for it in this exact way, but it happened. So the whole way I was driving home today, I was like, well, somebody was listening to me.
Was doing what?
Somebody was listening. I was overwhelmed. I had 2 car payments. I gave my son my old car, which I had another year to pay on. So then I get a message yesterday that he was in a wreck. So
God.
I drove to Ann Arbor, and he's fine. Not a scratch, not a dent, but the car is totaled, so they're going to pay it off.
Oh,
But
wow.
he kept his old car because I told him to keep that car. I don't know why. I told him to keep that car. And so now I'm back to the 1 car payment. So I'm like, which is okay. But I was asking questions to my dad, who had passed for a few weeks, and I don't know if this is his way of saying, okay, you know what, you're free and clear, and everything's okay. Nobody was hurt. Everything is good, and now you're back on the straight and narrow. Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of like when good things happen or bad things happen for good reasons, and now you don't have that stress of the extra car payment. And I tell people quite often, bad things happen to good people. Sometimes it's for good reasons. Sometimes it's because it's a lesson that we're meant to learn in this life. But it can be hard to wrap your mind around it sometimes. But that's awesome. What a blessing for you that happened and that your son is safe. I'm so grateful that he's safe.
Yeah.
I didn't wish it. I didn't that was going to be his graduation present from college. So I said, come and get the car. I bought a new one, and I'll pay it off for the next year. And he's only had it 2 weeks, and somebody hit him while he was going to make a left-hand turn.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He also needs to be aware of his body, because I know when at first you're in an accident, you have that adrenaline going, and it kind of numbs any injury you might have received. So if he has, like, any neck pain or anything else going on, he needs to go back into the doctor and see them and report that, because perhaps, there might be more of a payout as far as his injury sustained during this accident.
Okay, I went out there like 2 hours after it happened yesterday and stayed with him for the whole night and all day today. And he doesn't have any injuries.
Well, that's so good.
Yeah, so that was like a blessing. I was more worried about him than the car.
Yeah, you can replace material things. You can't replace your loved ones.
And that's exactly what I told him, So, but I was talking to my dad, who has passed over, and I said, if you can help me out here so I'm not so stressed out, but I don't know, you know what I mean? I think he did that and didn't have anybody hurt in doing that.
Yeah, it just all kind of works out in the end. I know your son's
Right.
probably bummed. He lost his graduation present, but I think it all worked out for the greater good.
Well, yeah, and that's what I told him. I said, you know what? I can replace the car. I can't replace you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and actually we had a great 2 days, yesterday and today. We had more bonding than we ever had, ever.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah, so, a lot came out of that.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
That's so good to hear.
Yeah.
And it is amazing how things like that do kind of bring us closer together. You guys may not have had anything, bad in between each other, but it does bring that bonding closer. You realize what you have, and being a mom, you already know, but for him, he's so busy trying to create this new life for himself in this world, and I'm so glad you guys got that time together.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah, I'm just glad he's safe, but I'm just wondering, was that my dad that actually was helping, like, the whole situation? Well, I was talking to him for these last couple of weeks saying, I'm stressed out. I can make the payments without a problem, I can do the payments. But then I was racking myself crazy. I'm like, well, did I take on too much? I'm a worrier, so I was like, well, did I take on too much? But I just wanted my son to be happy, and he was.
I think sometimes when you talk to your loved one on the other side, because I've had things like that happen. I don't have either one of my parents, and I talk to them quite often, and I've seen things happen sometimes right in front of my eyes, and I'm just like, wow, there it is, But I don't know, when you put something like that out there to your loved one that's on the other side, a lot of that goes out into the universe, and so perhaps putting that out into the universe caused that accident to happen. I could see your dad being there to protect your son to make sure nothing happened to him, but him causing the accident, I don't think he did, but putting that out into the universe, your worries and your stresses and such, perhaps could have caused that to happen, to take that load off your hands, even though you said you're able to pay it. it's just really a worry, the financial stresses and such.
Right. Yeah, so, I believe that it was him because I talk to him every day. All day long. So, yeah, in some way I feel like he helped, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I was going, and then to top it off, the guy I was dating says, okay, well, I need a break from you. And I didn't read it right at first. I was like, well, I'm so involved and worried about my child. You're on the back burner. So yesterday afternoon, I replied to him. I said, okay, so you need a break? You're breaking up with me? He said, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, my kid will trump you over anybody any day.
That's right.
You're
lost, buddy.
You took the wind out of his sails. Bye.
Well, yeah, and all I replied to him was, okay, wow, have a nice life. You're an ass. My kid will always trump any man. So, I don't know.
I think that's his loss, not yours. And I think he just made it easy for you, kind of gave you an easy out because he showed his true colors and, what sort of person he really is.
It's amazing when they do that, isn't it?
Yeah, just make it so easy for you.
Yeah,
but
wow, now I know.
But this came out of the blue, out of the blue. Everything has been great. Great. I never even seen a warning sign. And then all of a sudden he's like, I need a break. Why do you need a break after all this time? I don't get it. This is why I don't date.
Right?
Yeah. It's an interesting world out there with that. I'll just put it that way. But
for sure.
Karen Page keeps reminding me there are nice, decent guys out there, and they're not all taken. So, yeah.
I think I saw that post, or I saw somebody post that. Somebody says all the good guys are taken, and I don't believe that is what the post was saying. Or maybe it was somebody else's post, and it's just kind of, how circles go. We're always dealing with circles. Meeting people that we don't know, but we feel like we know them. Perhaps it was because we knew them in another life, but... What is your page called, Karen?
Oh, Karen Page isn't here. She's not on. She's gonna be on tomorrow though.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think she's KarenPage.com, but I'm not sure. I know she's on Facebook too. She's the lady with the red hair.
She was the one. She was the one that was teasing about the tampons.
Yeah, when you had people calling into your call center and the lady was asking all these details about tampons, and it's you're not allowed to transfer to a manager or something unless she asks. And that put you in a weird spot. I was
sitting here she was asking me all these questions about tampons, and I'm a guy. Is it tight? Is it, is it? I'm like, how am I supposed to know that? And
and it wasn't Karen Page calling. I don't know how we got Karen Page and the tampon story, other than it had been talked about on air. So when Karen was on, but I just wanted to clarify it for any listeners that are going, what in the world are they talking about?
Karen Page was on. Karen Page loved the tampon story, and she loved the cliffhanger I wrote for Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You all watch Dallas?
Interesting situation. I was a bit.
Oh, I
young,
did
but I
as a
got
kid.
some of it in there. Yeah, I was a bit young to see some of it, but yeah, wasn't that like Who Shot JR was the big cliffhanger?
Yes.
And you said you had written a cliffhanger?
Yes, I made
I remember that growing up.
Yeah.
Who Shot JR?
Yeah.
I figured I wrote a cliffhanger where Miss Ellie gets pregnant.
Mm.
So
That would have been interesting.
So Tessa, you're well, no, I'm asking, like, you're a medium or of like the afterlife and psychic to animals, or how does it work?
No, I've basically just been an experiencer of the paranormal my whole life, and it's funny because random different people will come up to me and just start telling me their life story and their problems they're having, and I'm able to help them through their problems through just different messages I receive. I don't advertise that I'm psychic because I don't want just, that whole, group of people to be asking me questions all the time. But, I've helped Christopher and different people that call into my show and stuff. So, if I pick up on anything, then I let the person know what I'm picking up on, which happens pretty often. But yeah, basically I'm a paranormal investigator, radio show host, and a mom of 4 or 5 kids now. And I just try to help everyone that I can, because this is, can sometimes be a really hard life or a cruel world to live in, but there's a lot of beauty out there. You just gotta open your eyes and see it. But yeah, if there's anything you were wondering, perhaps I could pick up on something for you.
Well, I guess, the only thing I'm wondering right now is why. I probably already know the answer, but why did he just say he needs a break out of the blue? Everything was good, at least I thought.
Yeah. I don't know. You said you've been talking to your dad a lot. You talk to him all the time, and I think that our loved ones do help to take care of us, even from the other side, especially when we need it. But I think it's just a way, he seems to me like he's a pretty flaky guy to even do that to you, because you seem like a really wonderful, awesome person. And I think it was your dad kind of giving you like an easy out there. He cannot. I don't know, do you ever hear your dad talking back to you, and it's not really in his voice, but it's in your voice, like in your head, or do you ever hear your dad respond to you?
I do, yes.
And a lot of times that can happen to you, and also people that you're really close to. And perhaps your dad's been talking to him or whatnot, trying to get him to leave because he knows he's not the right person for you, is what I feel like. I feel like you deserve better than this person could give you, and your dad probably thinks the same. Like, according to dads, there really is, no perfect guy for you. But I think he was kind of giving you that easy out, instead of getting more attached and growing closer to this person. Having this guy tell you he needs a break, to me, really shows his true colors and his true feelings, and that you can do better than this person, and you deserve better than what he could give you. And in the long run, once you get in deeper and deeper with someone, it's harder to get away from them, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And I think it was your dad helping to get this easy out, having him to say to you, I need a break. Anytime someone says that to you, for me, that means it's not the right person for you, because if he really truly loved you and wanted that connection with you, he would never say anything like that.
Right.
I don't think it's anything that you did. I think it's him as a person just being, to me, he seems really flaky.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, yeah. Yeah, I just,
I was like,
I'm too independent now, and
Mhm.
I like to work. I like to do my own. I'm learning who I am, and I love who I am, and I don't want to change, and I'm not going to change for anybody.
No, and you shouldn't have to. And when you do have that love for yourself and you love your life and you love what you're doing, you shine out that light, and somebody out there is going to be attracted to that. And they're going to be the right person for you. I don't think this guy was. I think you got an easy pass there when he said I need a break, and you took it so well. You know, I'm so glad you did, because there's somebody out there, and it's not this guy, and it might not be in the immediate future, but you'll meet this guy and you'll know right away, like, that's who you're meant to be, and he won't be dependent on you for his happiness. He won't be dependent on you for any sort of monetary value or whatnot. He'll be with you to, you guys can help to amplify each other's happiness, and he'll be happy doing what he does and not put you down for anything that you do, and I think it's just going to be better all the way around. I think you're lucky that he said that. And don't think it's anything about you, because it's not. It's him.
And he actually said that. I asked him, and he said, "No, it's not you. There's nothing wrong with you." Okay, well, you're just a whack job then, I guess. I don't. I mean, that's the way I look at, stuff like that. I can read people really well, and I seen it, but I couldn't, I can see, but I didn't know when it was going to happen. And so I had seen something on Saturday, and then it happened Monday morning, and I was like, well, okay, yeah, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I believe that too. No matter how good or how bad it may seem, it's for the better good,
Mhm. And I believe that 100%. I mean, I walk up to people and I can feel their energy. I can read them. But for me, I'm trying to I try to pull back because some of it is very negative, and I don't want to attract the negative.
Mhm.
But I cannot read myself. I can read people. I just can't read my own self.
And that's so funny how that happens, because I'm the same way. Like, I can read other people, but I can't read myself, or I can't give myself the advice I can give other people. Because when I give myself that advice, I think I'm trying to trick myself,
Right. Yep.
Yeah, so I won't do it. I'll go and ask somebody else.
That's very
It's funny,
interesting.
Yeah, right when you meet somebody, you could tell whether or not you want to know them, or whether or not you want them to stay far, far away. You don't even have to get their name or hear their voice. You just, like you said, pick up on that energy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I work in the hospital, and I'm a patient all day long. So, 13 hours a day. I can pick up on the good, the bad, the ugly. I will start, the way I can tell is I start getting goosebumps. And I just have that feeling of, I'm frozen, and this is happening a lot, where I look at somebody and I'm like, oh my God, they're bad. And then I can read into them, and I don't want to be around them, but I have to be around them. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just comes along with the job.
Yeah, I hope you do shielding and grounding so that you're not taking that with you.
lately I haven't had time, so I really need, and I honestly don't know how to do grounding 100%.
I heard a really easy way to do it is take off your shoes, go outside, and
Walk on the grass.
connect with the earth. Yeah. And then there's more intense ways of doing it as well, but that's a good first step is take off your shoes, even if you're in the house. But try to go outside with your shoes off and ground that way.
Okay.
And shielding, my mentor taught me a lot about that. Basically, she said, rub your hands together where it's really, really warm, and then open them up and imagine a ball of light, and then let that light grow and grow and grow until it encompasses your body. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. So it might not take that much time, but I understand how when you're working, you have a busy schedule and it's hard to really fit anything in, but that is a really important thing, especially being in a hospital, not only because of the people that are there, but the things that come there to feed off of different energies.
Mhm. And I'm open to like try anything. So, I'll try it, and if it works, I'll keep doing it.
Mhm.
Sometimes there's crystals that can help. Like, if you wear like a red bracelet on your right hand and then on your left pocket, then you have something like black tourmaline that can help repel negative energy. Another thing that I've learned from one of the previous shows is, squat down and pretend that you're zipping up a protective suit until you are zipping up this invisible zipper up to your third eye so that your third eye can still watch out for you, but they don't have access to like your heart chakra and other things like that because you're shielded.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I've done that one.
Did it work for you?
Yeah, it has, but, sometimes I'll do things like, if I know that I'm going into a bad situation where there's going to be a lot of negative people, then sometimes I'll say, like, please God protect me in the blood of Jesus from any attacks or any negative energy. Because, God and the light is more powerful than anything else. So that's what I've done and it's worked.
And I can try that. I mean, I carry around some stones, like the one is like a pink heart, and then the other one is
amethyst?
like a white. Yeah, the amethyst. And then the other one is a white one. And I used to carry them in my pocket, but now I only have them in my head.
In your what?
In my purse.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing that she's saying about tourmaline, a lot of times when I go and do a cleansing on houses and stuff, I'll carry the tourmaline in my pocket, which has worked very well for me. It helps to repel the dark energy and keep that away from you. The white stone that you might have could be selenite, which is another one that I carry, and that attracts white selenite.
Oh.
E-L-I-N-I-T-E, and that helps to attract the white light. And so those are good stones. If you only carry two, those are two good ones to carry on you.
I have gypsum, but that's basically like a form of, what is it, sodalite, I believe.
There's so many good stones out there. It's amazing. If I carried all the ones I wanted to, I'd have a good, healthy workout.
Oh, I know. There'd be like 15 pounds of rocks in our, pack. Yeah. Oh, man. It would be blissful.
Yeah, they all do something different, but those two are really good ones for protection.
Oh, good.
Well,
Thank you.
Told I should put them in my pocket so they're close to my body.
Yeah,
I
you
put
could,
those
wear.
stones in the laundry room now, Tessa.
Oh, you did?
You know why, right?
Yeah.
What?
I never believed that soap was so hard to clean up. I made the toilet back up with foam, and I was like, but
Oh,
it
no.
wouldn't stop blushing for 3 hours.
Oh no. But you could also, if you go to any sort of stone shop, a lot of times they'll have jewelry made out of these stones. I had a hard time finding tourmaline jewelry, so I bought a pendant that holds different things and put a piece of tourmaline in there, or you can find a pendant that is made of tourmaline, or a bracelet made out of selenite. There's different ways that you can carry them on your body. You can either wear them on yourself or, like we said before, in your pocket, whatever's easiest for you.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to look into that because the ones I have, I mean, I can put them in my pocket, but I just threw them in my purse and because putting them in my pocket every day, I was like, didn't feel like it was doing anything. So now I just carry them in my purse because my purse is with me at all times.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you have any other, like, suggestions or...
I think anything you have faith in as far as protection, I generally wear a silver cross and a St. Michael medallion. Although I'm not Catholic, I wholly believe in St. Michael and trust in his protection. And there's another pendant that a friend of mine's going to send me that is another saint, which is supposed to protect. I'll have to look it up, but whatever you have faith in or believe in to protect you is always good, because it's really all about your belief system and what you have faith in to protect you, that's going to work for you.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
And like Kelly was saying, even say a quick prayer or whatever before you go in. If you're a religious person or whatnot, whatever you have faith in, use that and just believe in it. Have faith that it's going to work and you'll be protected. And just know that you are stronger than these other energies and entities, because you are a living being and you do have the light of Christ within you. And that's kind of what you're doing when you make that little ball of light, is taking the light from within you and encompassing yourself in it. It's very interesting how different things work for different people. But, yeah, try a couple different things, see what works best for you, and go with that.
Now, do you believe that you attract negative energy?
I used to. I used to think I had like a psychomagnet that attracted psychos.
Yeah.
But over time, like, I was able to pick up on those energies and be rid of it. Eventually, I got rid of that magnet, I hope, because I haven't had any issues with that as of the last, like, 10 or so years, and so that's been good. But, yeah, sometimes, like, back in the past, all I felt like I was attracting was just crazy people and negative energies, and I think it's all in your thought process and how you portray yourself, and you being a person that loves yourself wholeheartedly and you're happy doing what you're doing and happy with your life. Like, that light's going to shine anyways, and negative things aren't really going to be attracted to you because they like the negative energy and the turmoil and the chaos and whatnot. Just make sure if you do get into a situation where you're feeling down about something or whatnot, that you do protect yourself, because they'll see that little chink in your armor and they'll try to attach to you, whether it's a parasite or a dark entity or spirit or whatnot. You got to be extra careful when you're in those sorts of situations.
Okay. And that makes sense. I mean, But I don't always pick up on the negative. Like, probably 90% I do, but
Yeah.
after it's all said and done, I'm like, oh, why didn't I see that? I knew it, but I didn't see it very well.
Well, you've made some huge changes. I mean, by leaps and bounds in a short time. I mean, I'm really proud of you. I mean, that is outstanding because, you know, you've made like a 180. And it's like, wow. I mean, to just stand back and see it is like, oh my gosh. I knew you could do it, but damn, lady, you you took it and ran with it, and you are like doing so good. It's just, you know, like jaw dropping in some ways, you know. I mean, even though I knew you could do it, but it was just like, wow. It's like all of a sudden you just had enough, and you're not putting up with people's stuff, and you know who you are, and you love yourself, and if somebody else doesn't, they can take a flying leap. You don't need them, and it's just like, wow, go girl.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. I didn't know if I was like doing everything, but you like are playing, you know, you're like justifying everything I've done. Like I'm clean enough, I'm done, I'm over everybody's crap. I'm done.
Yeah.
I live for me and me only. I can't help anybody anymore. That's the way I feel.
Well, the thing that I hope is that you can find balance and not work so much, especially now that you have one less car payment, and that you spend some time just for yourself.
Doing stuff
And
you love.
I've been doing that, you know.
Good.
And I'm not working off overtime. I'm doing the 3 days again. I have like 4 trips planned for this summer. It's all about me. I'm done. I'm done working overtime. I'm done pleasing everybody else. It's like, what? Well, nobody's here helping me.
Mhm.
Wow.
So yeah.
It's beautiful to see you just, you know, bloom like this. I mean, it really is. I mean, just, you know, the positive power behind your words. It's like everything is different, and it's good kind of different. It sounds like you've learned a lot about yourself.
I have, and I mean, am I sad to be alone? No, not really. I mean, because I'm figuring out who I am and what I want.
Yeah. And when you know who you are, you'll know what you want and what you don't want, and you'll be able to manifest exactly what you want. And that goes for things in your life, it goes for people, it goes for a more permanent match with someone. Because, you know, if you don't know what you want, how do you expect somebody else to fit in there?
Exactly.
Yeah, just keep moving in that
Mhm.
positive direction, and don't let this guy get you down with saying he needs a break. And if he comes back, tell him to kick rocks, Jack, you know. Because, I mean, you got rid of that negative energy, and, you know, you keep moving in this direction you're moving, all I can see is good things happening for you and getting better and better and better.
Well, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Well, we're about out of time, but
Already? Come on.
Already?
yeah. I mean, we can stay on longer if you like. You want to stay on longer?
It depends on the rail. I would, but I'm not, you know, I'm not Tessa. How about you, Tessa?
I actually have to go to town and pick up some things that I had purchased and take my kids to dinner. Otherwise, I would hang out with you guys. Do you guys ever do anything on the line, like after parties or anything like that?
No, but we sometimes chat in the chat room.
Yeah. But hey,
well, maybe I can hook back up with you guys there.
I'm always there in chat, so Tess, if you want to give me a shout.
Our Life, Laughter, Happiness chat room, and then we would love to have you on again.
That'd be awesome. I'd love to come back. I love you guys. You guys just have this awesome energy, and you're an awesome group of people.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so are you guys.
I think I'm one of your biggest fans, Tessa.
Oh, thanks, Christopher. I love you, buddy. You're awesome.
Love you too. I hope to chat with you sometime soon.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. You got some fun plans. Enjoy. And thank you, everyone, for calling in and coming on today. This has
Thank
been
you
really
so much.
Great.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah,
and was that Karen or Sharon? I'm sorry. Who was our other caller?
Oh, that was Sandy.
Yep. Sandy. I don't know why I was getting Karen. That's so weird.
Huh.
Well, thanks for calling in, Sandy. It was awesome meeting you.
Yeah, I'm going to hop off to chat with somebody. I need to get off here. I hope you guys have a good night.
Yeah, thanks. I hope everyone does too. Thank you.
Bye.
Nighty-night. Love and light.
Thanks, buddy.
Night-night.